sounds unbelievable to this day, but it's just a testament to how great God is and how powerful He is. You know, if you have a purpose and you tap in and believe into what has been, you know, put into you, you can do anything, man.
So what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Word of Mouth podcast. You have tuned in to another episode in the series of Queen City Small Business Owners.
Start with the vision, then make a killing. You gon' make you $1 million, they gon' make you a villain.
And today we have on the show one of my good friends, Justin Surgeon, but his artist name is Inigma. He's an artist from Greensboro, but he's been heating the streets up in Charlotte for a while now, from doing sip and paint classes, overcoming a life-changing injury or accident, painting murals for Airbnbs, and also handing over paintings to professional athletes. Surge is in the city, Enigma is in the city doing it big, man. Thank you for being on the show.
Most definitely.
For real. So, how did you get started painting? Like, what made you, how did you know you were good at painting?
Well, actually, I started off as like a sketch artist. So just doing, you know, drawings in pencil, pretty much pencil on paper, printer paper, sketch paper, whatever paper I could get my hands on, and that's what really like sparked my art journey from as a child. So I really didn't even start painting until around like 2015, after the accident that you had spoke of. And I really wasn't that good at first. You know, I was using paint markers and Sharpies and stuff to basically just drawing with them. You know what I'm saying? That was the color I was using. And then that translated into me trying like acrylics. And then now it's into oil painting and spray paint, all types of mediums. So yeah, it's been going up for real.
But you've been drawing since high school though.
Yeah, I've been drawing since I was like a little kid, like elementary school, just drawing random stuff. I used to always just, you know, like to create. Like I can look at something and just draw it. So I would do that in my spare time, like doodling in class, be at church with my mom and them, be doodling in church, you know what I'm saying? Just pick a random person and draw them. So that's what really allowed my talent to like grow off pure passion, for real, yeah.
See, I didn't even know you could create like this. The whole time we was, you know what I'm saying, in school together, we just hooping and all of this, and then, you know what I'm saying, next thing you know, he's like, I could draw, and I got these paintings. I'm like, this is fire. You feel me? This is crazy.
Yeah.
But you got a degree from UNC Charlotte as well.
Yeah, I actually had a double major at UNC Charlotte, mass media communication and Africana studies. Yeah. So, I mean, I know both of those are two pretty broad, you know, fields to be in. It's nothing really specific that you can just latch on to. I mean, unless, you know, I did the mass media course for communication, so that's really broad within that degree itself. I could have did PR or something like that, but with the mass media, I feel like it's, even though I'm not working directly in that field, I feel like it's helped me with my brand, my art brand, and, you know, getting my work out there, knowing how to communicate with people, knowing how to use media platforms to my advantage, and just the marketing aspect. You know, I feel like that's really helped me just to understand that phase of business. You know what I'm saying? So I can't take nothing away from that. And Africana studies, I mean, it's always good to know your roots. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Yeah.
So how did you decide to like, I'm not really going to go corporate with my degree, but I'm going to really get on this art?
It was really, you know, based off the accident. So the accident I was in, it happened March 14th, 2015. And I graduated May 9th. So, you know what I'm saying? It was a really quick turnaround for everything that happened like that at the end of my college career. So, you know, after I walked, I really wasn't able to work like that. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't even that I went into the art field, you know, with a mindset of this is going to be my job, this is going to be a career for me, you know what I'm saying? This is how I'm going to make money. It wasn't even like that. It was more so of doing art was very liberating for me. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel like myself again. It made me feel free and to just be myself. So it just happened to work out like that. You know, glory to God. It happened to work out to the point where my first painting I sold, I wasn't even trying to sell it. That wasn't even on my mind, and somebody asked to buy it. Yeah. And that's what sparked my mind. Like, wow, I can, you know, make profit off of this. You know what I'm saying? And it really has just grown into so many different avenues since then. So, yeah.
That's what's up, bro. I know the accident was crazy.
Most definitely.
When it happened. Is that something you want to talk about?
I mean, yeah, we can talk about it. I had my right arm run over by a bus in uptown Charlotte, March 2015. I really thought it was the worst thing that ever happened to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got the news. It sounded like it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It still sounds unbelievable to this day, but it's just a testament to how great God is and how powerful He is. You know, if you have a purpose and you tap in and believe into what has been, you know, put into you, you can do anything, man. Because at first, you know, I went through a phase where I was like super depressed. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do nothing that I wanted to do. I'm right-handed dominantly, so I couldn't draw no more. You know, those of y'all that know me, y'all know I like to hoop. I couldn't hoop no more. I just couldn't do nothing that made me feel like me. You know what I'm saying? So when I first ended up getting that strength back to be able to do different things that I wanted to do or that I like to do, you know, it just gave me the greatest feeling of, you know, I just felt alive again. You know what I'm saying? And that translated into momentum into pretty much anything that I was involved in. Like, I can't really, even now to this day, I can't really be involved in something that I'm not truly passionate about. If I can't put 110, 150% into something, then I just don't need to be a part of it because it's just not gonna work with me. It needs to resonate with inside me. And I mean, that's a pro and a con, but I feel like that's kind of a good problem to have. You know what I'm saying? At least I can find that spark and I know what I need to do in order to feel that motivation to go get the job done. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I feel like that's a good thing, actually. A lot more people need that. A lot more people need to know what gets them going.
Exactly.
And get them to do the things that they need to do to fulfill whatever their purpose is.
Facts.
So a lot of people just wandering around aimlessly, like, oh, what do I like? Or even if it's one thing to not be searching for it. It's one thing to not know, but then it's another thing to not be searching for it. Not actively looking to fulfill, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely dope that you already got that locked in. How is the Charlotte art scene?
The Charlotte art scene is booming right now, man. Honestly, it's the only real negative I can say about it is a lot of the art, like community and the things that go on, it's a lot of underground stuff. Yeah. So it's like you would have to, it's kind of like a secret society. Like you would need to know some of these people to know what events are going on, to know what people to tap into, to expand into other different lanes of art and things of that nature. But I mean, we got museums out here. We got a black owned museum, the Harvey B. Gantt Center uptown. They do a lot of events that are very well publicized. You know what I'm saying? They know how to get they know how to market their stuff to get out to multiple people. But like I said, that's more so on the mainstream end of the art for us out here. But it's a whole lot, like a legion of artists out here that are nice. You know what I'm saying? I've had the pleasure and the great opportunity to meet a lot of these people and even work with some of them and just learn from them, just see how they move. And it's, you know, it's really inspiring to see people that just love to create. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's groups of artists out here. It's solo acts. Like, you can find whatever you want to do. And, you know, some people doing realism, some people doing abstract stuff. You got muralists. You got people that make sculptures and different things like that. You know, it's literally anything you want. You can find it out here. But like I said, you just going to have to find a way to tap into that lane, because if not, you're just going to be lost with it. You know?
So what are some of the struggles that you have experienced trying to get your name out there or get your art seen or be prominent in the community?
Really, like when I first started, I've always been, I'm like a team-oriented type of person, you know what I'm saying? Even if when I play basketball, you know, I've been told I'm a ball hog sometimes or whatever the case may be, but I like to be in situations where we can work together, you know what I'm saying? I can help you achieve a goal, you can help me, I can help you be better, vice versa, all that type of stuff. So when I first started doing the art, it's like I was trying to reach out to people and trying to collaborate all the time, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's just a mindset of somebody that's first coming in the game or whatever. You don't realize how meticulous and like just how serious people are about their work. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just work with anybody. And you know, I used to take offense to that, but you can't really take offense to that because people have been on their own journeys. They've worked on this craft for I don't know how long. So of course you're gonna take the ultimate pride in what you do. And I mean, you know, everybody's not entitled to like your work. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of artists, you know, we fall into that little phase of it's like, okay, well, you feel like somebody don't like your work or they don't respect your work or whatever like that, and you take it personal. And you know, that's how I used to be. Yeah. You know, I used to definitely be on that, like, you know, I felt like somebody didn't want to work with me or they didn't want me to be in an event or whatever the case may be. Even if it was something where we hadn't even been in contact, but I might see it and like, damn, like they ain't even hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a selfish mindset, and I feel like that mindset definitely holds some artists back, and I used to be on that, you know what I'm saying? But now it's just like, I mean, it's all about networking, you know what I mean? Like, you can see somebody's work and not understand it, and then end up meeting them, and they tell you about that same piece that you didn't like at first, you know what I'm saying? They tell you how they were inspired by it, how they got to this point where they wanted to make this, and you know, all the nitty-gritty details, and it's like, dang, like, this is one of my favorite pieces I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just the networking aspect. You got to get out here in these streets if you want to be a part of the scene. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out here, network with these different artists, and just find out, you know, what's going on your own. Like, you can't be scared to get out here, because if you are, you'll never pop with it, for real.
Facts. Do you feel a lot of support, or are you getting the support that you... Well, I mean, I know it's always levels and you can always get more, you know, it's God willing. But do you feel like you're getting the level of support you want from, like, the black community?
No. I mean, I get a lot of support. Like, the majority of my supporters are black, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of my supporters are people that I know, you know what I'm saying? I've gained a lot of, like, supporters of strangers and things of that nature, and that's just from me being out here working and doing different things, but... I don't, and I can't blame nobody but myself for that, you know what I'm saying, because we all have the same opportunity to use social media and the internet at our disposal, you know what I'm saying, so hindsight is 20/20, so clearly I'm not doing it to the maximum extent as to where I would want to be, but I'm working towards that, so, you know.
For sure.
Yeah.
But generally, like, do you think the art space is a area that black people are in a lot? Like, there's a lot of people there, or is it just like artsy people in general?
Nah, I feel like, you know, I thought about this a couple years ago, and it's just like, you know, our creating is within us, you know, as a people. You might not be, you know, I meet a lot of people, they like, dang, like, I can't do that. Like, how did you sit there and draw that? Or how did you paint that? And it's like, I'm sure you can do something I can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate, you know, the respect for my craft and all of that, but at the same time, we all got to realize that our ancestors were creators. You know what I'm saying? Even back to the Egyptian days, you know, our ancestors built pyramids. They still don't understand the concept of that to this day. So I don't think we need to underestimate what God-given abilities that we have, you know what I'm saying, as a people. Like, and I feel like the way that we're educated, like our education system in the United States and just all of that type of stuff, it kind of takes you away from your own vision and takes you away from you wanting to create, you know what I'm saying? They lay out this strategic plan of these are the certain avenues that you can take, you know what I'm saying? This is the certain stuff that you are going to learn, and what you don't know, you just don't know, you know what I'm saying? So you can't blame people for not knowing that they can do certain things, you know what I mean, if they've never been exposed to that type of stuff. But I feel like I was born to create, like, for real. Like, I feel the most at peace, I feel the most comfortable and uncomfortable when I'm creating or trying to create something, you know what I'm saying, like, just raw, like, I love it.
Yeah, me too. Like, once I started doing these videos, because I used to think, like, dog, I don't got a creative bone in my body. Like, for real, I can't draw, I can't sing, rap, whatever. I can't dance, really. You know what I'm saying? When I started making the YouTube, I'm like, okay.
Like,
start chopping them up. Like,
Uh-huh.
Like, all right, it's like creative.
Exactly.
That's a fact. So, other than, like, buying a painting, and sharing you, like, on the gram, how can people support? And artists, not maybe just you. Just how other ways people can support an artist other than those two ways?
Like somebody that they don't know personally. Or, okay. I mean, sharing people's work. You know what I'm saying? Word of mouth, I feel like, is the best form of, you know, trying to get support for something. You know what I'm saying? Because normally word of mouth, you talking to somebody you already know. You talking to somebody that you have some kind of trust in. So, for instance, if it's me and you like, yo, bro, I just got this T-shirt, or I got this fire painting from this artist, bro. Like, look at it. You hyping it up. You liked it enough to buy it. You know what I'm saying? We friends, so we on the same wavelength. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay, bet. I automatically am thinking in my head, I'm gonna support that person. You know what I'm saying? If I have the opportunity, I'm gonna support that person because I trust that product because my homeboy trusted it. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, we can do a lot of that, and also just going to different events, man. It's a lot of free stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of cheap stuff to do. You know, even if it's not free, but you know, experiences change your whole perspective, especially on the art realm. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people I found over the years doing this, like, a lot of people don't even know what they like until they see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they like, oh, like, I ain't never seen nothing like that before, but, you know, I'm rocking with that. If I had the money, like, I would buy that, or whatever the case may be. So it's like, you know, get out there and go to these different events. Like, a lot of people, I mean, it's kind of died down in the past year or so, but I know a lot of people used to say, like, it ain't nothing to do in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have much to do. It's the same, you know, Epicenter and Slate and Oak Room. That's all people knew. You know, you come from out of town. I got homeboys that come from out of town. I've been living in Charlotte almost 10 years. They still come from out of town, want to link and be like, yo, let's go to the Epicenter. Yeah. Like, I don't never go to the Epicenter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of played out, and you want something different to do. So, like, art events, different fashion events, like, it's a whole lot of poets out here and spoken word people. And like, I've met a lot of them, all of them different. You know what I'm saying? They all bring something different to the table, and I've been to a lot of those events, and it's really dope stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a whole new lane that you can tap into and, you know, find something within yourself that you didn't even know was there. You know what I'm saying? Spark an interest that you didn't even know you like that type of stuff. So, sure. I would say just get out here in the streets.
Yeah. And if you're watching this video, you definitely can see my boy's paintings right here, and you can share this with somebody too, man, because y'all can see the dopeness right here. We got Brian, Nip, rest in peace, neighborhood, and one of the goats up here, you feel me? So you can't never say you never saw an Inigma painting. You can definitely share this with somebody, at least one person.
Yeah, cop one, put it in your crib.
So I know you gave your paintings. At first you gave the first one to Dwight, right? Dwight Howard?
Yeah.
That was first?
The first one? I think, it
was
either him or Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
Oh, yeah.
It was back to back.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I forgot about him. How... And then you ended up giving it to AI.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
And I gave a painting to Nolan Smith too.
Oh,
like last March. Yeah.
Like Smitty.
Yes, Smitty, national champ.
Hey, but it's UNC over
Duke
here.
Nation.
Hey, it's
Duke Nation,
Star Hill over here.
Duke Nation. I know what it is.
Hey, but the AI though, how did that even happen?
Like I was talking about before, my cousin Chris, lethal shooter, he had the opportunity to come and do like a shooting clinic with the guys that got invited to the Allen Iverson Round Ball Classic that they hold in Philly every year. So he basically just hit me up like, yo, I'm gonna be here at this time, you know, AI gonna be there. If you want to get your name out there a little bit more, make him a painting, and we're gonna get this on. And
plugged you in.
Man, I said, what? And like, got to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not passing up on this opportunity. So it's just crazy. Like, it was so many roadblocks, like, stopping me from getting to my destination, bro. Like, it was just crazy. I tried to get a flight out there. The tickets was OD crazy because I waited too late to look for them. Ended up trying to get a train ticket. I thought I had confirmed it the night before, woke up the morning of when I was supposed to leave, and didn't have no more trains for me to take. Like, it wasn't going to be the right timing or something like that. So then I tried to get a rental car. Yeah. That fell through, and it was just like, dang, like, I'm not going to be able to go. You know what I'm saying? I was sick And I ended up literally just hopping in my truck and I drove up there, like 9-hour trip by myself. Like it wasn't, I was like, bro, it ain't no way I'm about to miss this opportunity. You know
but for real,
I don't care if my truck breaks down.
Hey,
like, we getting to Philly, bro. You feel me? We're gonna get to Philly. So yeah, man, I drove up there. And I mean, if you really know me, I don't like long drives. You know what I'm saying? I suck at driving at night. Like I'm falling asleep all the time. So I took the risk, man, but I made that jump happen. And, you know, I'm grateful for the opportunity. Shout out to AI. He showed mad love to me when I gave him the painting. And they actually had a ceremony to retire his jersey at Bethel High School that he went to in Virginia. Probably like a little over a month ago. And the painting made it to the ceremony too. So, yeah.
That's crazy.
Big blessing.
Hey, but that's like a key. So if y'all listening, if you watching, you need to realize sometimes you got to be prepared. Yeah. When an opportunity come, get to work. Get on it. Get to work. For real. Like you never know how God gonna get you through a situation, but if you stay prepared and you have faith, you know what I'm saying, stuff usually work out.
Yeah, most definitely.
For sure.
I didn't even know if I was really gonna be able to go with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't like they invited me too, or was like, yo, you got a +1 or whatever the case may be. But he was looking out like, yo, just just in case.
But you had your pain.
Yes, sir. I was not
one in the hip.
I was not about to miss that. For real.
Me. So man, stay locked and loaded. Stay strapped. Basically,
yes.
Stay strapped with whatever you got.
Most definitely.
So what inspires you to paint? So if you got a blank canvas, even if you're doing a commission piece, so you know what you about to paint, what gives you the motivation and inspiration to even draw?
That's a good question. I get inspired from a lot of things now. Of course, my accident, that's always in the back of my head, like where I came from, the journey that I've taken to get where I'm at. But I don't know, I would say my biggest motivation nowadays is just getting better, bro. Like for real, like, I like getting positive responses just like the next man, you know what I'm saying, on my work. But it's just it's like no other feeling in the world when you create something and you know that it's better than the last thing that you created. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like constantly in your mind that you still getting better. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get to a point where I just feel like I'm just so nice that, like, this what y'all get. You know what I mean?
My pen is gold.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, nah, like I went from working on little flat, cheap canvases it's basically like a sheet of canvas glued to a piece of cardboard. You put too much water on it, it's going to curl up. You know what I'm saying? I went from that to real canvases that are stretched on wood stretcher bars to painting walls. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's next? I'm trying to paint an airplane or you feel me? Like I see artists out here we was talking about earlier, like paint basketball courts and stuff. Like I'm trying to do the unusual. You feel me? Like I'm never really satisfied, but it is very gratifying to know that I'm still getting better. You know what I'm saying? Even no matter how much somebody might gas me and be like, bro, you nice. Like in my head, it's like that's cool, but I know some other people that like, let me show you their page because they shitting on me right now. You know, at least that's how I feel, and I need that. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them people that I need to have a chip on my shoulder because it's gonna make me go harder. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to feel complacent whatsoever, so I try to stay out of that or just stay away from that realm. You know what I mean? Like I just need to constantly just keep it going.
Have you seen Buddy that be painting and stuff with objects and he be doing it upside down? Buddy,
bro, I still don't understand it. I be looking at his videos like, yo, this man cheating somehow.
You feel me? Like, bro, he want a Grammy.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, and that's what I'm saying. Like, he an artist. I'm an artist. That's a category, but then you gotta break it down to subcategories because he do shit that I can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even understand it, but it's brilliant though.
For sure. Yeah. And that's exactly what my next question was about to be. What type of projects would you like to work on in the future? Do you see yourself doing?
I recently just did this, painted this Airbnb for a lady, Jessica Jones. Shout out to her. She gave me a great opportunity to expand my portfolio and to just, do something that I hadn't even thought about. You know what I'm saying? She brought it to me and we made it work. So I painted a bunch of walls in her cribs. In her house, actually, it's like 2-3 murals in there, and then it's basically some like interior design type of stuff. Yeah, I got into that side of my artistic ability, so I was really satisfied with that. So really, like, for 2020, I'm trying to paint murals. Like, that's like one of my biggest goals. And that Airbnb happening at the end of 2019 really, like, just put a stamp on, like, yo, this where you need to, this where you need to be headed with it. So, I always had aspirations to do murals, but you need opportunity out here, and you don't always get that. You know what I'm saying? So, when you do get it, you got to make the most out of it, and I feel like I did. So, man, this whole year I'm trying to just paint walls, like different cities, different states, take it as far as I can go with it, for real.
You heard my boy. He get him out to your city, especially the city of Charlotte. We right here. Let's get him on the Parks and Recs. Let's get him on these courts. Let's get him on these downtown buildings, because it's getting revived. Y'all gentrifying know that in all these places anyway. Plaza Mid will get my boy out here on the art scene for sure. We need that.
Yes, sir.
We need that. So you also do events.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, man. I never looked at myself as no event planner. Me and some of the homies used to throw parties and stuff all the time back in the day. House parties, they used to pop off or whatever. But kind of with that experience, it kind of helped me when I started, getting my own opportunity to do my own events and things of that nature. So when I first started the arts, I was in other people's events all the time. You know what I'm saying? And then I got a homeboy named Marcus. He has Recess. It's like a bar lounge off Siegel Ave out here in Charlotte near Noda. He gave me the opportunity to start doing my own events at Recess 2 years ago now. So it was called First Wednesday when I first started. And we had live performances, live art, half off drinks. You know what I'm saying? It was a dope thing going on. We ended up switching to the first Thursday. That popped off too. We was running that for a whole year, and just this year recently we just stopped doing it. We're gonna try to revamp and try to change it up and bring something new to the table soon. Shout out to my DJ Paulie Guwap, best DJ in the city. That's my dog. He an artist too, but me and Paulie, we the ones that had First Wednesday, man, and it grew so much. I'm talking about from struggling to get people to come perform, because my whole thing was before I started doing the event, it was it go back to opportunity. I felt like I wasn't getting the opportunity to showcase my work like I wanted to, and let people know or see what I could do. You know what I'm saying? So Marcus gave me that opportunity. It was yo, that's perfect. You giving me the platform I need, and I felt the need to share that platform with other artists around the city. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a whole lot of dope people that from musicians to artists to designers to, you just go on down the line. It's they need a lane too. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out here that you will never see their work because they don't have it nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So, First Wednesday gave me the opportunity to just, share that experience and that opportunity with a whole lot of people. I met so many people, friends that I'm going to be friends with for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And just creators that we can bounce off each other, and it just opened up another lane for future stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely thankful for that opportunity. And it helped me grow too, because you got to bring something to the table when you got all these other dope people coming. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, if you're the leader of the event or whatever, you set it up, you're gonna have to come hard too. So I used to love it, man, for real.
Yeah, I hate on ever in town to come to one. I was always going, or I came the next day or something. But for sure, I'm looking forward to the revamp.
Yes, sir.
And this is kind of way out there, off topic. Well, it's on topic, but it's kind of separate. As an artist that does paintings, are there labels for artists in it comparable to the music industry?
Oh yeah, most definitely. With the music industry, you got hip hop, but within hip hop you got all these sub genres. You know what I'm saying? You got some artists Trippie Redd, for instance. He a rapper, but he also got that rock star vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, do labels sign artists?
Oh, you talking about a distribution label or something like that? I personally don't have knowledge of that. I don't know of any artists, like physical art distribution, like labels that sign artists and different things like that. But I do know of different art collectives that are out here that have multiple artists in like under one house. You know what I'm saying? Like Charlotte has one, the Southern Tiger Collective. So my boy Alex DeLarge, it's a couple of them. Like I've met a couple of them. I know them by the Instagram, but I don't know them personally, so I ain't gonna screw y'all names up.
Yeah.
But shout out to them. They do a whole lot of murals out here. They got clothing, like all types of stuff, man. It's their collective is super dope. I know like Atlanta has a couple groups, sort of like with like tattoo groups. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have like a tattoo studio, but under that same house, you got all these like notorious artists that's under there. You know, it's kind of like that with the art.
Okay.
But it would definitely be dope to have something like that, like a label that you have artists under and they go do different things like that. But it would just be, I feel like the only roadblock or the biggest roadblock with that would be monetizing consistently. You know what I'm saying? Enough to pay these people.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
for sure.
Yeah.
So, if there was somebody, not really a little kid, but somebody who just discovered their artistic ability and they was trying to venture out on the entrepreneurship, small business ownership, do you have any tips for them specifically for the artists? Like, should they hire an agent or should they, whatever the case, you know what I'm saying?
I would say, this is advice for not even just an artist, but anybody. If you have a passion for something, I would encourage you to find somebody that has done it before, or find somebody that's in that lane, somebody that can tell you the ins and outs. You know what I'm saying? It'll make your journey a little bit easier. But like I said, a lot of artists, they don't like to, for some odd reason, they don't like to help somebody that's under them. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big reason why I did First Wednesday too, because it's like, if you have a platform and you have, worked your way up to a certain point, you are pretty much, to me, you're obligated to pass down that information.
Yeah,
you know
obligated.
Yeah,
and that's what a lot of people don't realize.
Yeah, and it's like people, it's no need to be selfish. Like, you are not losing anything to help the next man.
Never.
Everything ain't no competition. And I was telling one of my homeboys this like last week, he an artist too, and I was just like, the beautiful thing with this art stuff, it's like it ain't no competition because literally everybody is different.
It's a billion people.
It's like everybody's vision is different. Like the way you do art is gonna be different. Like given you can create something, and I'm the type of artist where I can duplicate anything. You know what I'm saying? So I might be able to look at your work and make an exact replica of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just a gift I have, but everybody ain't, I'm not out here stealing nobody's work either.
Yeah.
So, you got to have integrity with it. But at the same time, everybody's not on that wave. You know what I'm saying? And you got to realize that and know that in your heart. So, like, everything is not a competition. You know what I'm saying? That man's work, that woman's work is not going to be just like your work. You know what I'm saying? Just work on your craft. Like, that would be my biggest, like, thing that I would say to somebody that's really, like, coming in, content.
So we're going to get into the next segment, the Word of Mouth Top 3. I'm just going to ask 3 random questions so we can get a little bit more personal with our guests. So outside of art, who is somebody that inspires you and not like look up to, but like, oh, this person's doing that, I need to get up and go do something with my life type of?
It's a couple people, honestly. I'm gonna just go with the easiest one that just popped in my head. So my older cousin, it is somebody I look up to too. My older cousin, Chris Matthews, aka Lethal Shooter, one of the most hardworking people I've ever known. You know what I'm saying? I done seen him grow his business literally from the bottom up, and it's super inspiring. You know what I'm saying? Just to know that he really lives the stuff that he talks about on social media, and it ain't no front. Like this is really how he is. You know what I'm saying? Like. So, that's definitely inspiring to know somebody personally that's really like that and see the fruits of their labor and all of that good stuff like that. But I mean, I got other friends and people that they've been going hard for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And it's really inspiring to see that endurance and to see the stamina in working hard. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to go hard for a short amount of time and then be like, all right, you know, it ain't working the way I wanted to work.
Yeah.
I'm going to just, you know, lay that to rest. You know what I'm saying? So, like my boy Samir Hamid, owner, founder of Family Matters clothing line out here in Charlotte and digital apparel printing. He definitely one of the hardest working dudes I know too. I done known him, we went to college together, so I done known him since 2010. Knew him before he started the brand and seen him literally grow the brand from the ground up too. So, you know, knowing these type of people, it's like, you ain't got no choice but to be inspired.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I done seen a lot of people overcome obstacles and different things of that nature. And it's just like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not go hard? Like, you gotta want more for yourself and more for the people around you. So, you know, I know it's a lot of people that watch what I do, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you gotta move a certain type of way out here if you want to be prosperous. You know, you gotta move with integrity. You gotta do the right things that you need to do, you know what I'm saying, to set that example. Because, you know, what you do matters. It's gonna come back around. And the seeds that you plant now, they're gonna grow later. So the bad seeds are good seeds. So, you know, you just gotta spend your time wisely and do what you need to do.
Yeah.
For real. So, yeah.
Facts. So since we in Queen City, what's one of your favorite things to do here in Charlotte?
Like extracurricular stuff?
Yeah.
If you live out here, you probably gonna start to like beer, cause there's so many breweries. Like everywhere you go, they got their own tap. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I like to just go visit all these new venues that we got. It's a lot of stuff that's been opening up. I like to go see new stuff. You know?
Yeah.
I like to do spontaneous things. So, yeah. I mean, I go do that, but I mean, we in the South.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We out here.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta just get out here, for real.
All right, last question. Fresh Prince or Martin? Which one you choosing and why?
When I was growing up, when I was a kid, my favorite show ever was Fresh Prince. You know, I'm a big Will Smith fan. That's my dog. Yeah. But it's like, now that I'm an adult, I like Martin more. And I feel like it's because I can relate to, you know, I understand the show more and I can relate to what he be going through. You know what I'm saying? Young dude trying to make it out here on his own and blah, 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 blah. Like, I understand why my man's was like that. You know what I'm saying? Why he joking all the time, because you got to make light of the situation.
Yeah, you got to.
Shit gets hectic out here, you feel me?
Trump dropping bombs.
Like, bro, it's a lot to deal with. So it's either you got to laugh through the pain out here. So, yeah, I have to go with Martin right now. For real. I'm going to see Bad Boys 3.
Oh yeah, it's coming out. We need a painting of that.
Yeah, I might have to holler at my folks, for real.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Boy, hey, that's gonna wrap it up, man. Appreciate you for coming out.
No, I appreciate the opportunity, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Word of mouth, we done. All right, y'all. Thank you for checking out that podcast. If you're in Charlotte, make sure you definitely check out this business. Also, if you're enjoying the content and you thought this was valuable, be sure to click the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you can be tuned in and stay up to date with what we got going on at Word of Mouth. And lastly, remember to share this with one other person. Try to share this video or this business with one other person, because the easiest way we can support each other is through positive word of mouth.
Start with the vision, then make a killing. You gon' make you $1 million, they gon' make you a villain.